this might be the answer to all of my problems. This guy right here. You see this? That might have been the answer to all of our Elektra dreams. This is our first game of Elektra, boys and girls. Keep the ball up there quite a bit. Whoa, really? One-handed here, so it's whoa. I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Alright, trying to film this without getting, figure out a way to not get a friggin' strike here with the theme music. But, just played my first game since the new code, and pretty happy with that. I got a couple extra balls though. Bought one with some Beskar. Anyway, I better turn this off before it friggin' gives me a YouTube strike. Anyway, let's move on to the action for the day. Elektra. Okay, so first things first is that I did check out on the last video. I noticed that Q19 light stayed on, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's the coin door solenoid. Oh, look at that, it's not on anymore. Interesting. Oh yeah, no, there it is. I'm looking in the wrong spot. Right there, that light. That's Q19. So I looked it up, and sure enough, I didn't know what I was talking about. It was this solenoid. This is a continuous solenoid, and it is the type that always stays on. It's not like activated, but anyway, that's what my understanding is. So Q19 is nothing to be concerned about. I didn't bother checking the fuses because, as you can see, we got the machine to boot up last episode. So this is where we're at. Machine boots up, but basically nothing really on the playfield works. I guess it's not true. A couple of the saucers, they work. Drop target reset works, but no flippers, no switches, no slings. So that's what I'm going to try and figure out what's going on today. It does seem like it could be something connector related, or maybe this, I think that might be the solenoid expander board. That could be a thing. On a quick side note, in the manual, I did not notice these extra little thingamajiggies. Whoa. Those with the green wires. I still haven't actually really looked into what those are, the green and white wires. The manual did not show those, but it could just be more of a generic drawing from all the other Ballys that use the same power supply system, but just without the extra little thingamajigs. So here, let's hit this button and see what happens. This is supposed to test the flippers on the playfield here. What happens if I hit the button? Nothing. What happens if I hit this? Okay, I hear clicking. Okay, so that clicking means that that relay is not the solenoid expander board, but it's the GI relay, which I saw in the manual. So the solenoid board must be somewhere else. But you can see that okay. Some lights aren't working, some are. This switch was stuck down in the last video, and I unstuck it, thinking that might have helped. But that wasn't the issue. Oh, look at this. A bit of a tear in this ramp here. Huh. Whoa. I just saw not that long ago a fellow by the name of Al Freud made some of these very same ramps for a Flash Gordon, I believe. So I wonder if I could potentially recruit him to make me a new one of these. Or, you know, Kevin knows how to deal with some metals too. And yeah, I might have to look into that route. Look at this couple honking Phillips screws back there. I mean, Red Robertson screws. Let's zoom in here a little bit. I think it'll be a little more focused. Yeah, so just noticing that. This guy's a little bit dented from getting smashed over the years. And what about this guy? Oh, we've got, no, that's just a, I think that's missing a post or something. Anyway, I've gone off on a tangent. Let's get back to the action. Look at this. These guys aren't lighting up. None of these. But all these are. So why is that? But for the most part, lower playfield's lighting up. Hey, none of these are lighting up. Interesting. What is going on here? And a lot of these are also not lighting up. It's like half the lights in the whole friggin' machine. Okay, let's move on to the next test. What is this? Displays, okay. This is the good news. So far, player. Well, this display, actually, I think I gotta back up and stabilize. Can you see? It looks a little funky. Some of the lines that are not supposed to be lit are kind of glowing. But that's not a big deal. This might be. Only have one of two digits. Okay. I should start making a to-do list because it's already growing fairly significantly of all the things that need to be done. This next test should be solenoid test. Okay. Both slingshots work. Knocker. Okay. Yep, ball shot out into the shooter lane. Everything worked, I believe, except for the flippers, which are supposed to be tested with this button. Maybe you got to be in diagnostics here first before this works. Let's see what happens if I hit this. Oh. Oh, okay. Interesting. The GI relay clicks. Assuming that's the GI relay. And it lights up. Okie dokie. Maybe this is the solenoid expander? I really don't know. Probably not. Okay, what's next? Switch test. Switch 8 is closed. What might that be? Anyway, this is the kind of thing I'm going to start working on and trying to figure out what's going on. I'll bust out the manual, see what switch 8 is. But yeah, the goal is to see if I can actually get the main playfield to work today and play like a semi-legit game. So I'm going to putter away and see what I can figure out. Alright, check this out. Under the hood here, And finally lowered the lower playfield. So that's just with 2 wing nuts on these brackets here. And then this wire holds the playfield in place, which is pretty friggin' horizontal to the ground, so that's well thought out. Kind of the reason I did this is because I put the machine in switch test and found out that switch number 8 is this switch here. It's actually called lower playfield saucer, I believe. Switch 8. Saucer, lower level. I wouldn't really call that a saucer though. You know, I call that a switch, but whatever. So I wanted to remove the ball so that I can get a 0 on my switch test. But I also noticed auxiliary driver. Okay. And this in fact is the solenoid expander board. Okay, so we know that that relay clicks and does what it's supposed to do with this button. And there's also another auxiliary driver board for the lower playfield. Okay. So I have 2 of these bad lamp sockets. That one's hanging there. This one's hanging here. And here is this foam piece. Like, why do you think they have that? There's got to be a reason. I may just remove it and not replace it if I find that there's no need for it. But maybe it's so light doesn't bleed into the crack? No. I don't know. Is it like a light bezel? Anyway, it's definitely falling apart, so we will remove that, replace it if needed. So, you know, we can turn it on now and go back into switch test. Let that boot up. Drying out all my soccer gear from last night. I'm actually surprisingly intact from playing my first game in 2.5 years. I thought I would be in a lot worse shape. So I'm pretty happy about that. So, what is going on here? Does the game not like booting into attract mode unless there's 2 balls in the trough or something? Is that what's going on here? Can I get into test? Yeah. Oh, okay. I hit the diagnostic button and it looked like it did a little attract dance. Okay, displays, solenoids, and now switch test. Okay, I have no numbers displayed. Usually there would be a 0. So let's hit this switch and see if an 8 pops up. No. No 8 popping up, eh? Well, that's got me a little perplexed. Am I not in switch test? I thought for sure I was. What is this? 15 and 20. Oh, so maybe this is switch test. Okay. I bet you those are the upper drop targets. Let me lower this playfield back down and resume. Okay, so I just reset the drop targets and 15 and 20 are still showing. So I just looked at this. Man, this is small. Let's zoom in here. Look at this. 15 is tilt. What's 20? Inline back target. Oh, because the ball is rolling and pressing against it right now. In the captive ball. But this might be the answer to all of my problems if one of the tilt capacitors is like bad, then the machine would be in a state of tilt, and that's why no flippers and no switches and nothing work. So 3 tilts. We got this guy here. Let's throw in my flash. Okay, it's got the slam tilt there. Now that's a Zener diode. That one does not have a capacitor. Oh, here's a cap right here. I don't know if you can see this, but this guy right here, he could be bad. So let's just do this live right here, right now, and snip this bad boy. Okay, where are we? Right here. You see this? Okay. Capacitor is snipped. Now we're hoping to not see 15. Oh shit. That might have been the answer to all of our Elektra dreams. This actually, now that I've done this, totally reminds me of my Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man project that I had. I struggled with it for quite a while, only to find out that it was the exact same issue that this is having right now. So I'm going to throw a ball in the mini playfield, lower playfield, sorry. I should look at my camera so I can see what you're seeing. Put this back together again, throw in the proper number of balls, and we might have action. Okay, so it's reassembled. I removed the black foam piece and all the staples and cleaned the underside of the plexi. So that looks better. I don't really see any need to apply a new one. So let's power this guy on and see if cutting the capacitor was the answer to our Elektra prayers. Okay. But still, there's some weird behavior though with other things, like why would this not test the flippers like it says it's supposed to in the manual? And I don't know. Let's add a credit. Credit. Is this set to free play? This Alltech board actually might be set to free play. Okay. Let's hit the start button, see what happens. Okay. Here we go. This is the big test. All right. Look at this. There it is. We've got action. Can you believe that? That little 10-cent part rendered this whole game unplayable. We've got score, we've got switches, we've got ball count, we've got lights. This is awesome. Yeah, I guess you can keep the ball up there quite a bit. Whoa, really? Okay. Oh, no inlanes. It just kind of dawned on me. Oh, shit. This is our first game of Elektra, boys and girls. It's happening. That's awesome. That is friggin' awesome. We should get a knock for a high score today. Oh, it's set for 5 balls. All right, let's play 5 balls. I mean, it is one-handed here, so it's, whoa, that's amazing. Oh, this is also amazing. Stuck ball. We should add that one to the Stucky Balls thread on Facebook. All right, last ball here. I think you can set it for more than 5, but hopefully it's not set for more than 5. Okay, here we go. Let's try and, that doesn't sound, that end of stroke switch does not sound good. I do not want to hold that flipper down. Oh, crap, wait, get back up here, get back up here. Let's launch this into orbit. Oh, I totally could have saved that. There it is. That is our first complete test game. So much strange behavior, all due to a little capacitor, but now we know why, because it was stuck in tilt. That's friggin' awesome. That is the electronics, basically, you know, I wouldn't say complete, but that is near the finish line. So I can start moving on to some cosmetics and mechanics now. All right, I think I'm gonna go run over to my buddy Russell McIntyre, shout out. He's got a shipment of boards back from Brent Butler, our board guy. And I'm gonna go pick up a couple boards. I've got a solenoid driver that'll work for this, and my Mystic MPU that I can get my Alltech back out of there. That's my test board. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, I've just been puttering around a little bit with the lamps, trying to figure out why half of them aren't working. The back box there, for the most part, was just bad, you know, the bulbs just need to be tweaked a little bit. So I'm pretty sure there's no actual issue with any wiring going on there or connectors or anything. I'm sure I can get all those to work. I got like 10 to work just by wiggling them, basically. So that should be all good. Then I was looking at that lamp driver that was in there, and just trying to determine what the auxiliary lamp driver controls. And for the most part, it seems like it's lower playfield. So I was looking at the main lamp driver, and it'll tell you what you're supposed to use on that lamp driver are MCR 106 and two N5060s. Those are the two SCRs you want to use. All right. I also did determine that those lights at the bottom, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that they are the 1K bonus, 5K, 9K bonus. None of them were working. Okay. So I pulled out this lamp driver. Oh, I was going to clean up all my crap here. I got to do that. Let's get that out of the way. That sounds awesome. Okay, so have a look here. We noticed this in the previous video. These guys here, now maybe they're correct, but that's what we're going to try and find out right now. If someone read that, oh, you must have MCR 106s, which are these guys. Let's see if we can zoom in and see. Yeah, there you can see it on the right, MCR 106. So maybe they thought, okay, I'm going to guess that this might be an MCR 106 as well. Let's see. MCR 106. And there is your problem, boys and girls. These are supposed to be 2N5060s to match these guys. So, and I was looking at the back to see if it looks like that was work that was done or if it was factory, but yeah, you can see that some work has been done. Another one here. Flip that over, that should be right about there. So, they had the right idea, but wrong execution. Anyway, so I grabbed a lamp driver just now and stuck it in. It is a Stern lamp driver that I had Brent go over one day when I sent out some boards. I sent him that board. And first thing I noticed, check this out. Boom. All these lights are now working. That's as far as I've gotten. There's still a lot of stuff that wasn't working before. Like this wasn't working before, still not showing. This isn't working before, still not showing. Same with these guys. So, and look, same with these guys. But I don't know, we'll learn a little more if we go into lamp test. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at this. Very good news. The fact that one works tells me that they probably all should work. Oh, and look at this. These guys are working. These three aren't. I don't know, maybe that's just 3 bad bulbs. These rollovers are not. These rollovers are not. But I think we solved the lamp issue for the most part. The rest we're going to assume are bulbs or sockets or wiring, like repinning of stuff. So that means we put in a new solenoid driver, new CPU, and different lamp driver. Now, next thing I want to test is the soundboard. So I pulled up a image here of a soundboard. This is a different revision. This is revision D, but you can see here there's the connector, but there's 2 unused pins right there. And then the speaker is connected on the left side. That's what the soundboard plugs should look like. So let's turn this off and see if one board out of all the boards that came with it actually works. We never did try the solenoid driver though. We know the MPU doesn't work. The lamp driver's hacked. Soundboard has had all its capacitors changed. That doesn't mean anything. So, are we gonna go left side or right side? I don't really know. Probably can't screw up too much, or can we? We'll go left like the photo, I guess. And let's see if we have sound. What? No sound. Maybe you need to start a game? No? No. Okay. Well, maybe I gotta plug this in on the other side. Okay. Got no sound. So I'm gonna start compiling some boards to send out, including this and the old MPU. I'm gonna confirm. I mean, it's either one side or the other. I guess I should test the speaker and see if it's okay. I can do that with a 9-volt battery. So I'm gonna keep plucking away. I'll let you know what happens. All right, speaker battery test commence. Speaker is fine. Okay, next I'll check the volume pots on the soundboard, which I forgot to do. There's 2 of them, one for sound and one for speech maybe. Okay, check this out. I adjusted it and nothing happened, but then I kept fudging with it. We got sound, mother effers. Let's hit the test button, see what happens. Ready? Nothing. Oh. Interesting. Oh. Okay. Sorry. Okay. We have speaker hum. Sorry, I lied. Got all excited there. I thought it was like a background sound effect. Ooh. Oh! Okay, it's trying. I think these volume pots need to be changed out at a bare minimum. But it's trying to give us sound. I think I'm gonna have to send this board out. My Brent will probably not love all this radial capacitor action. I bet you he might consider replacing them with axials, but I don't know. Maybe not. These I'm sure he'd change. Maybe if this guy is original, it's brown. There's no other brown one, so maybe that one. Anyway, the sound was almost there. We heard a sound effect. I hope you heard it. Did exist for a short moment. But, hey, wait. Hold on. Oh, we got action. What the F? So the hum's gone and sound effects are alive. Alright, let's just use our hands. There's really not a whole lot to hit, right? You got sling, sling, saucer, but, oh, spinner, that's what we want. Ooh, that's freaking cool. Listen. I'm going to turn this up if I can. That sounds cool. How about rollovers? Some work, some do not. Very cool. One of these work. This captive ball situation here is getting hung up on that drop target. Maybe I have to lower the drop target so that it... Oh, bonus count. Oh, look. Oh. 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 This is the worst. Oh, man, oh, man. Are you serious? I can just not have my hand on the right flipper at the right time. There we go. Finally got control. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Slowly but surely, this thing is coming back to life. Wow. Okay. Display is working. Stuff's happening. This display is a little funky. We'll have to work on that one or replace it. But, okay. Well, that's something. Okay. What I've been doing the last little bit is emailing Outside Edge, home of the hardtop. I would like to know if they will sell just the upper and lower playfield hardtops, because I don't really need the main playfield since it is covered in plexi and it is in perfect condition, so there's no need for the main playfield. But if they are willing to just sell the upper and the lower, I would totally take that on. It'd be a nice way to break into the hardtop game. I think one thing about hardtops that can be an issue is these rollovers. Is that true? Or is that like, maybe it's not hardtops, because I know if you clear coat these things and they get all sticky and I don't know. So I don't know if the hardtops are cut out all the way around. Probably cut around in a circle. Anyway, as long as the rollovers don't provide to be an issue, I would just have to, I guess, sand off these inserts here. And I don't even really need to remove the playfield, do I? I could maybe even install it right here. Just have to take off. I don't even think I'd have to take off the ramps. I noticed this too is like just a little flimsy homemade gate. I think I might have an original thick gauge one here that I can steal. What do you know? I am going to do that, but not right now. But yeah, so that's pretty sweet. Good original, straighten that out and clean that off. And then it's nice to have all these extra parts for sure for the upper playfield. So also I am trying to grab me another 100 LEDs, so hoping someone is going to be at Eddie's for League on Friday, tomorrow, and also going to Maple Pinball on Saturday, because I'm going to be there for Maple Pinball, 2 tournaments in one day. I'm doing a League night tomorrow, first League night of Tri-City Pinball at Nick Greenan's house, shout out. And then Sean and I are going to stay the night and then go to Mississauga after, from Kitchener to Mississauga, for the Maple Pinball 2 tournaments in one day action. And hopefully, maybe someone can mule me over some LEDs. So I think I'm going to start working on switches now and try and get every switch working in the game, and then maybe get into some LEDs. Oh, I totally forgot. I tidied up the back box wiring. All these clips were missing. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So I put them all in and just kind of routed the wires to be a little more tidy. Oh, and I zip tied up my surgical job here. Well, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 new zip ties, because I'm assuming that is good to go now. So there is that. Okay, I just used some contact cleaner on the volume pot here and both these guys. And now listen to this.
You have been exposed to Elektra's radiation. Will you return?
Haha, isn't that friggin' awesome? Okay, let's hit this button now and see if it'll go through all the sounds. No? Do you have to be in diagnostics to do that? Let's go. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, I think that might be switch test. Now let's try. Okay, well there's a sound test option in the coin door, so let's make our way. Did I skip it? Oh, I skipped it. Okay. It's a lot of garbage in the memory that I will clear out, but I'm going to be sending out the original MPU, so it's not urgent. Okay. Let's lamps, display. Oh, I really should do something about that knocker. It's loud. Is this sound? I feel like this is probably set. Or is it switch test? I think this should be sound test. Why do we got nothing? Oh, light came on. Off. Oh, here we go. It's going through. Okay. Do I just keep hitting it? What about flipper buttons? How do I advance? Oh, start button? No? I feel like if I hit this, that'll take me out of sound test. So just hit it again? Why isn't it going through all the sounds? Anyway, we got some manner of sound, so there we go. Alright, this video is probably getting pretty long. I've been fudging around for another hour. Let's get into switch test here. Okay, we're in switch test. 8 is out hole, I believe. No, what's 8 again? 8 is, oh, it's this out hole. Okay. Well, that's going to screw up my whole thing. But my point is, let's turn the volume down a little more. That over the last little while, I did a few things. One was, oh, squatting down like that, I feel the legs from the soccer yesterday. Added a dampening foam to the knocker so it's not as obnoxious. I added a tilt bob, which was missing, and a new capacitor for the tilt right there. You see that? And now if I close the tilt switch, it should show 15, but it's not. So what is going on with that? It was before. Oh, because if 8's closed, it only shows switches that are lower than 8. Is that what it is? So I can touch, yeah, all these switches. Only switches that are going to show on the display are switches that are lower. But anyway, I went under the playfield and tediously cleaned and adjusted every single switch. These rollovers are at the back of the playfield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But yeah, cleaned and adjusted and made sure every single switch worked. And I think I got them all. Unless somehow I missed something. But I checked all the stand-ups, these guys, sling switches. Oh, I also discovered there's a sling switch missing right here. And you can see the 2 holes where the bracket was. But would there be one on this playfield? No. But I have other Bally. Oh, wait. Look at this. This is all I need. Right there. That's exactly what I need. So I can remedy that. Beauty. So I think the last thing we're going to do on this video for the night, and can you notice? Maybe with the flash off. No, maybe not. Okay, how about I'm going to just turn the machine off because it's making noise. I removed the left mylar. I know what it is. I need to zoom in so you can see where it was. That is just the adhesive layer, which that's going to be the tricky part. This is the easy part. And I'll show you how I did that. Pretty simple. Turn your compressed air upside down. Freeze the crap out of it. Get a razor blade to cut the edge. Where's the edge? Come on, edgy. Don't get all edgy on me. Here we go. Got a piece. Hurry up before it warms up again. Boom, just like that. We have Mylar removal. Excellent. So I'll spend a little more time using my Goo Gone to get rid of that. Oh, where is my Goo Gone? Oh, shite. I wonder if I left that at my mother's. I remember bringing it home in one of these bags, but where did that bag go? Is it still in the car? All right, well, I gotta go find my Goo Gone. It went gone on me. And, or did I put it down here? It's possible too. Are you here? No? Huh, okay. Well, that's going to be the end of this video. Zoom back out here. Made a pretty good dent. Pretty happy about it. I'm kind of hoping that hardtop replies to me, outer edge there. Because if I can hardtop the top playfield, the bottom playfield, and a new plastic set and LEDs, this thing will be a beauty. So keep you posted on that. Otherwise, good day at the Elektra office. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.